Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. And this week on the Magic Roundabout, as you can see, we have a double decker bus. This one is a Dinky Toys Routemaster 183. I think I'll double check that in a minute when I get it off the stand. Yeah, I've done a bus a while ago, a long time ago. That was an early Dinky 290 with the cut out mud guards, one of the original post-war ones. So this one, as it looks a bit hippified at the minute, multicoloured. So I'd like to welcome all the friends of the channel and any new friends what have signed up. Thanks very much, it's much appreciated. Okay, so I do know there's a few bus guys out there going to watch this, so I hope we do you proud. So let's get it off to Magic and have a good look at it. Here it is then, let's have a look. There's your below. Windows are all either dirty or painted in places. I think there's a driver in there somewhere. I can just see a shadow of a man in there. Yeah. This was the ESO, if I look at it. ESO. If you look at the hubs, these are the later hubs. There's two early ones of the same casting, which have got the typical dished hubs, where they've got different liveries. This is the ESO one. I've noticed that the ones I've seen have got the ESO one. I've got these hubs here. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure somebody created spider webs in there. Look at that, man. They ain't been used for ages. I think there's a pole. So it looks like there's a place for a pole in there. It goes up there. Okay. That will please Michael at Gravesend Restoration, because he likes the old stripper pole. Yeah. And I think there might have been a person in there. I'm not sure. I'll have to do further research so I can let you know. But I haven't got a person. I don't even know where you'd be able to get one from, to be honest with you. So that's what I think should go in there. A pole and a person. Right, now let's have a look at the bottom. Yeah. Dinky Toys, Meccano Limited, the usual blurb. Routemaster bus. 289, that's the one. 289. Now, I'm not 100% sure what this muck is at the front here. It looks to be something what's got stuck in there, was burned. As far as I make out, it didn't have a base on. I don't know what that is. That's horrible. Quite know a lot what that is, but it shouldn't bloody well be in there. Anyway, I'll get that out. It looks like putty. But there we go. I don't know. Yeah, so right, okay, that's got that out. Got all the tyres on it. Getting it apart now. Let me think. See what we've got here. Let's have a look at the back. Back's got a tag in it there. All right, so you can see that moving when I lift up and down. So I presume, looking at the front, that you remove the front axle, and that will release the cab. I think, but that's the obvious choice, and that's where we're going to go first. You can set as a loose element. So I'm going to have a look, see what spacings we got here. If we got enough room to get, it's a bit tight. She's a bit tight. She's a bit tight, boy. To get a grinder or a file in there. She's a bit tight. Yeah, and just barely get that. There ain't going to be a lot of room to peen it back over. There. It's usually the opposite side, isn't it? There. Back one. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Tyres. Yeah, they're a bit stiff. So that's where we are. So I'm going to go ahead and get this base up. I can't see any other place where it's connected. Just there. Okay. So I'm going to have a mooch about and a look-see, see what I can find out. It's good that the foot plate is not bent, because some of these are bent up. They're definitely bent up. Can't see any other place where it's got to be there, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna have to get these tyres off, warm them up somehow, and get these off because they're a bit stiff. Oh, that one's all right. They come off all right. Let's have a go. Oh, that one's all right. That one. Oh. These two back ends. That one's all right. Gum lad. Got it. Let's see what size they are, shall we? Where's my trusty? I've got paint on this now, haven't I? So 16, 15, 14. That's a bit tight, that hole. Yeah, so that's 16, 15, 14. They're 13s. That's a different size. 13s. 13 fits in there tight. 12's too tight, and it's too big. So 13mm. Good job these are good tyres, because I haven't got any 13s. So I've got to clean them up, stick that in. Okay, let's have a look. Files, yeah. Yeah, I think that getting the Dremel out with the grinder is going to be a bit tight getting that in there. So, okay, let me file that off. Okay, I didn't need to take the axles off. I had a good route around, like I said, and apart from the tag at the back, there is also one there. I had to clear some paint off, and it's there. Because I thought, these axles, I can't get them. They're too, the hubs are well dished in there, and it's a job to get them out. So I scraped some paint away, and I found there's a little tag there. So it's not the easiest thing to get apart. You get a bit of a lever in there, and lever that tag free there. Right, once that's free, you can jiggery-pokery it, and you might have to, at some point, just get your screwdriver underneath there, and just lever it like that, yeah? So, you know, get in there and just, if you bend it, you can straighten it anyway. It's just a matter of getting you under there and pull it out. And it does come out. It's a bit tight, but it comes out. There you go. So I've got itchy wrist. Okay, this is what we got. All the seats at the bottom, they're all cast. They're all cast in. Cabs are cast in. The driver, just pull him out. He was glued in there, but don't matter, glue him back in. Right. We'll put him in a tub. He's keeping safe keeping. So this is all gone caustic, including the axles and everything else. Yeah, these were they're very dished in. If you can see the hubs dished, and it was a problem. That gave me to look around more, and that's where I found this. I did chew it a little bit coming out, but that's not a problem because you can just straighten that out and go back in. Not bad. So that's all paint. It's all cast. Stairs to nowhere. So there you go. That's the base, all off. Now, we might have a problem, chaps. We might have to, this might be delayed. I've just had a look at this inside. This is the whole glass unit, and I think I'm going to pull it out and have a look. That's the bottom. That's the top. We'll look at that sound. That's the inside. Okay. So that's that. We can get that all sorted. That's not the problem. The problem's going to be, we get these tyres in out of the way so we know where they are. Problem's going to be, this is the top deck. Now look, see it's all warped there, look. And I think the problem being, whatever they painted on the outside has knackered the glass. So let's have a look, see. I'm hoping that I'm going to clean this and it won't need new glass. it certainly welded itself in there. Don't quite know what's in there, but we just gently separate it. Well, that's that. Look at that. I don't know what's quite happened there. You wait a minute. Yeah, that's. I know what that is. Yeah. I'll take it. That's supposed to be the stairs going up. If you see the way it's moulded. I think that's got to be the back and the stairs going up. Yeah, that's what it is. Right. So that'll clean up. Seats, Routemaster. That'll clean up. I don't mean that's a problem. It's this glazing here. There's a lot of this white stuff, milky stuff all over it, and I'm not sure whether or not that's going to come off. Really don't know. Worse on the top, if you can see. I think what was painted, because he's painted the roof, wherever it was, painted the roof, and if that's enamel, and that's gone on there, that's knackered that. You can see the wrinkles in it, like this end here. So I'm not sure. We're going to give it a blast with the oven cleaner first. Give it a good soak for a couple of days in the oven cleaner, and then see what we can do. I mean, it shouldn't be on the inside. It should only be on the outside. But what we can do, just for fun, guys, just for fun, get this trusty old bridge and just give it just see what's happening. See if it's at all possible to clean this up. Because I'm hoping I don't have to order a new one, because I normally like to start on restorations with all the spare parts, except when I make a cock up and I break it myself. We can run this old girl over there and see what happens. You see, Kev, Mr. Pete, using this. Yeah, I think it will come. I think it will come, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen. I think it will come. I'm just hoping the inside's going to be just as good. But yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this too much. I'm gonna stick it in the oven cleaner along with that, and then we'll just see what happens. Okay. You can see this. Anyhow, it's a right mess, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Oven cleaner. That one. I'll chuck that in the. Yeah, no, with the oven cleaner, it's a bit thin that for the oven cleaner, because oven cleaning generates quite a bit of heat. I'll wash that. I've got the man. Right, that's it then. Caustic soda, oven cleaner. Right, let's get some caustic soda on this old bus then. Well, I better put the fan on first, don't I? Put the water in. Quite a bit of there, I think. A bit of the old tray over here. Right, let's see what we've got. I'm going to get myself a pair of pliers, excuse my arm. Give it a go. Hopefully this multitude of paint will come off here. There's a lot of it. Well, it's fizzing. It's fizzing, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Give it a minute or two. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, look at her. Sweet as, sweet as. Oh, let's give you a quick look. There you go. Okay. Right. Yeah, the cab's coming off the same. That's all coming off. Right, okay. There you go. Yeah, got a few little bits here. Not a lot. Let's just come off with your finger now. Yeah, very clean. Got all that horrible white off the top, which caused me all the problems. So that's the casting straight out of the rinser. This one, yeah, it got a bit in the board in here. And a few bits underneath here which I didn't get, which I can get that with the wire wheel or dig it out or whatever. I'm not so fussed about that. So there you go. So what I normally do then is get the old El Cheapo and go over it with this. You know, like I say, back to basics. You don't need to spend a fortune on a Dremel or such like. You can get it with this, especially on these sort of castings. You see you've got the two-tone casting again, look. So give it going over with a brass or brush. That's what you need to do. This has just come out of the water really, so that will probably be better off I'll let that dry for a bit longer. But yeah, that's a general idea. Pretty clean, this casting. There's not a lot of casting lines on it. So just go around with that. Perhaps tidy up one or two bits here, a little bit there. Apart from that, not a lot. Not a lot, not a lot. So this should paint up quite nicely. Paint up quite nicely. Inside's pretty clean. It's not bent. So that's all right. So that's good to go. I'm going to carry on cleaning this up. Get it all cleaned up. Get a coat of primer on it. Okay then. All painted up. There's your red. All round. I've done the base. I've got the seats coloured in there because they were coloured, just to reflect, because it's quite dark in there, same as the top deck, so you can see the actual seats in it. Got the driver back in, and I put the tyres back on. I've got that done. What else have I done? Right, before we go any further, I had to give up on that glass, on the original glass that I was doing, as you can see over here. It fell apart. You know, it got weaker. I think the paint, the thinner in the paint was causing it problems, and when you sort of got the fogging off, you can see it was all cracking and it just disintegrated. So I had to give it up. Unfortunately, I did try, but that was it. So what I did was I bought a second bus. I only arrived yesterday. That's why I've been doing the painting of this and the driver and stuff, just to keep moving with it. It came yesterday. I got it cheaper than what I would have done if I bought the repo glass and what have you. And the interior of it is a lot better as well. This is the interior, that my interior. As you can see, the bottom was all tarnished and it's all out of shape. this one what came with this other bus is a lot better. Okay, so we're using that interior, and the glass is all ready to go. I've washed it, cleaned it, dipped it in the clear, so that's ready to go. So we're all right with that. So that's that and that. I've made myself a little pole. You see that? It's a little pole that goes in there. Okay, it sits in there. It's going to be a bit fiddly putting it in by putting the roof back on, but it goes in there, and it also just sits in a little recess there. Okay, so that we'll have fun putting that back together again. So really what I'm doing now is I've got some details to do on the front. We'll do the grille and the lights, yeah, on that bit, and then there's a light on this bit as well, and there's a front light on there. Okie doke. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to do a bit of it as always. I'm only going to, excuse me, I've got hiccups. I'm not going to have the dinner. I'm going to do a little bit on here because, as you know, my eyeballs ain't great at the minute, so I'll need as many magnifications as I can. Now I'm doing it all silver to start with, but I'm going to black this bit in that I'm doing at the minute. But I want to do it all silver first. Okay. Because I want to get round that. I want to get round that outer edge best I can. So that's what we're going to do. And as you know, anybody who's doing detail work, it takes a while. It takes a while, so there we go. That's what we're going to do. So it shouldn't be too bad. It's coming on nice. It's a shame about the glass, but there's not a lot to do about that. It just, we live in hope, don't we? I thought I might get it right, but the top deck glass was obviously in a better shape than the bottom. But the thinners in that old paint they used must have eaten into the plastic in various places where it sat, and it caused it to degrade. Well, I tried. So there you go. Just going to do this now. Hope you can see it all. I mean, the original one was painted all silver or a chromey type. But really, in reality, these radiators were black, except for the outer edge, obviously. So what I'm going to do, get this painted, let it dry, and then fill in the radiator in the middle. This is what we're going to do. There we go. So let that dry, and we'll just put a little bit of paint on it, because I don't want this video to take a long time, because I've got decals to do yet, and there's a lot of them. So we'll just do this bit. Okay. Right. That's all the details finished off then. It's the front. There. There's nothing on the back of there, you idiot. It's on this bit. There you go. The indicators. The three red lights across the back there. This is the early version. They did change it later and have the lights coming down the strip. Bit of chrome work on the side there. And the other lights. There's a bit of a grill there, so I'll put a wash in there. So now it's the decal time. I could put it together and put the decals on later, but I want to do it this way around. It's easier. These decals are from Cliff, and you can see, if you see in the right light, I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're pre-cut. Okay, so all you really need to do, what we got here, that's the front, that's the back, this is the one side, the left side, and that's the right side. Okay, oh, I need to eat at the bottom. Alrighty, so let's get cutting. Let's get cutting. So I'm not sure, we'll just go down there, middle here first. Separate them. Oh, my fingers got caught in the end of the scissors, that's it. That's one off. Get rid of that there. And down here, I'll get one of these in the water. Get them all separated first. It makes it easier to put them in the water and take them straight out again, doesn't it? When needed. That's that. That's that one. And that's that one. Oh, I better do this one, don't I? Better do this one. Off that. Cut a bit extra off there, we don't need all that on there. On there. Now, do I do the side one first? So I'll do the side one first or the front one first. I'll do the side one because I'm not going to be able to do it all on camera anyway. I'm going to cut this down a bit more. It won't go in my tray. I can afford to cut it down to about there. There. It should go in my tray. I've got my sponge. Oh, it's curled up. Instantly curled up, so I'll put it the other way round. There. Where it gets in tweezers. And we'll turn it. Get it wet there. Look. So I took a chunk out of my sponge and I need to replace it. Really. There you go. And there. And then we'll flip it over. You should be able to just see that on the end of the camera. Let it soak there for a minute. There you go. We'll move these out of the way because I'm going to need them in a minute. I don't want them to get water droplets all over them. There we go. Might need those, get them out of the way. Move the scissors. I've got my auto sole, for here, because I think if it starts to curve round, I'm going to need it. See if we've got any movement yet. Yeah, we've got a bit of movement there. Yeah, we've got some movement. That's good. So what we'll do now, get my brush. Where's my brush gone? I had it in my hand a minute ago. Oh dear, 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 dear. That'll do. Get my brush. Put some of this on there. So I put a slide. And let's see what happens, shall we? Let's see what happens. I'll lay that down there. Get hold of this. Should be moving. Yeah, here we go. On your bugger. It's a move. That's set, mate. Come on. That's better. Bit of movement in it. Excuse me, I won't get my fingers in the way, I don't mean to. Just need plenty more water on it. Some decals will stick pretty much as soon as you touch the bodywork. So you have to be a bit careful. Be a bit careful. Got plenty of water on it, won't hurt. Right, see if we can get this now. Yeah, I think we've pretty much got it. Let's get the ends there. This one could have done with going up just a fraction. Just a fraction, but I'm not going to mess with it now because it'll break it. Right, so there you go. That's the first one. Wow, that's a bit nerve-wracking, that one. Now, what I'm going to do now, shall we do the, I think we'll do the, we'll have a go at the front. Next. We'll do the front next. And then I'm going to do the rest off camera. I know. But otherwise it's going to take ages. It's already took me 8 minutes to do that. So, there you go. That's a general idea. That's how they fit. I've got it fairly straight, so. Number 221, going to Wood Green. Finsbury Park. I've been to Finsbury Park loads of times. I had a mate whose dad has a sweet shop in Finsbury Park. Yeah. Not far from the underground. That was the old sweet shops, mate. You know, we all had it in jars and stuff. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That's it for a second. And then we'll crack on and we'll do it. We will do it. This is not a bad little project. It's showing about the glass, but you can't have it all, can you? All right, we're on the move. We'll grab this out. That saves me waffling for a few more seconds, don't it? All right, we'll have it on its arse end. Whoops. I don't want that. I'll just get a bit nearer so you can see. In fact, I'll just put a bit more water on there. Right, let's get this somewhere near. Middle for diddle. Go around a bit more, I think. Too far. Funny old game, decals, mate. Funny old game. I could do with actually coming across a fraction more. Will it come across? Yeah. Probably a tab more, actually. Don't worry if I'm mumbling to myself, lads, don't worry. These aren't the sort of decals that you want to ruin, are they, really? When I've done all these, I am going to, on the fronts here and the backs, I'm going to put some of that micro sole, the red one, just to help it melt round them corners. Yeah, there you go. So we've got the side on, we got this on. Alrighty. Alrighty. They're pretty good decals, really. I mean, to get these to fit on here, it's pretty good. I'm going to stick a bit on there, to be honest with you. Put some of the red on there, just to help that go around there. Right, okay. Okie dokie then, it's assembly time. Right, a couple of things before I start doing this. The colour I used to paint the bus was Toyota Red 3E5. I think you can see that because it's a bit of a glare. Toyota Red 3E5. Right, so that's that out of the way. And I'd just like to give a quick shout out to Mr. Ian Hulley. He recently sent me some decals for a few future projects and some tyres. We were having a chat on the phone recently, and he'd seen my unboxing, and he'd asked if I wanted any decals that he'd got, and I said yeah. So he sent me some decals, plus, as always, he sent me some nice extra bits and pieces, which I will show you in my next month's purchases and donations. Okay, so thanks, Mr. Ian Hulley. Thank you, Ian. Very kind of you, my friend. Right, let's get this put together. Now, this is not going to be as easy as it seems, because it's got paint on it now, so it's a bit thicker to put together. Right, and I'll put the pole in. I put Michael from Gravesend, diecast, salvage, put his stripper pole in for him. There you go. Now I super glued that, and what I did was I drilled right through that instead of just putting the inside. I drilled right through so it would sit on, and I get it to sit right, and it'll keep it upright overnight while it dried. So there you go. That's that, and that's only a piece of thin soft bar that I found kicking around, the right diameter. So anyway, it's going to be clicking it in time is going to be difficult. The decals have been had overnight to settle down. So let's start with the roof, the top deck, the curved piece at the back. That should just go in there nicely like that. And put the interior in. So that goes at the back. The stairwell. That should go in. All hunky-dory. This is where it's going to get tricky. I'll put that in there. And we'll flip this over. And we'll put that in. This is where it can get, this is where it's going to get awkward, because it's a very tight fit. Put that in there. Well, that went in better than I bloody thought it did. Flipping heck. I thought I was going to be the right trouble with that. Now this is slightly moved, the pole. So I need to bring that somewhere near. Now I've got to spread the back to get this in. So I'm going to try and just spread it. Come on, boy. There you go. Get in there. That's got it. Well, that went together quicker than I thought it would, and better. Yeah, that's in. So that's in. Tags in the back there. Tags in the front, which is covered by that decal. Good thinking, Dinky. Good thinking. So there we have it. There you go. Well, there's me worrying that it's going to be difficult to put together, because I had a couple of test fits last night and I thought I'm going to struggle and not scratch the paint on this, but no, it went in well. Well done. Okay, magic roundabout time. This is what we started with. Dinky Toys, double-decker bus, Routemaster. As you can see, overpainted. So now, let's have a look what it turned out like. Here we go. Okay then, here we have it. This is what we ended up with. Dinky Toys Routemaster bus, double decker. Complete repaint, decals. Except for the disaster with the glass. But we sorted that out. This is very nice. Got a nice little shine to it. Decals went down nice, apart from a little bit there. It tilted up a little bit, but there you go. Got a new stripper pole in. There is one thing missing off this, and they're hard to get hold of, and if you do see them, they're quite expensive, and that's the ticket woman, the clippy, as they call it. There's a hole for her to stand in, but I can't find one. There you go. Got the front grille blacked in with a radiator and a chrome surround. Well, that's it. Well, I hope I haven't. I've done you bus people proud. I mean, it's not the exact colour of a double-decker bus, but it's the same colour it was that Dinky done, as far as I can make out. So for all you bus fans out there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And everybody else, I hope to see you next week with something different. There you go. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all your comments. And I'll see you again next week. Bye for now. Just watch this go around a little bit longer. There you go. Okay, SO. Safety grip tyres. Number 22. King's Cross. Bye for now.